Hey, how's it going, everybody? All right, we're back. Let's begin. From my heart to yours. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to come back to the exercises we touched on in one of our first videos. So we're going to come back to our Wu Chi posture, our void posture, toes straight, knees bent, hips tucked under the body, spine is straight, shoulders relaxed, head lifted, and the tongue is going to be lifted inside the mouth to the upper palate to connect our acupuncture meridians from the inside. And we're going to begin by standing in Wu Chi posture. Wu Chi is our void. It's a place of observation, and it's a place of being able to dissolve any of the blockages that we have in the body by just allowing gravity to pull those down into the earth, or push them down into the earth. So as you're standing in Wu Chi posture, make sure that you are breathing into the lower belly, the lower dantian. Again, we can imagine that there's a balloon in the lower dantian. Every time you inhale, it expands. Every time you exhale, it contracts. Gently pushing the air in and out of the body. But our primary purpose for really focusing on this is to begin to build what we call chi, energy. And we have an elixir field there in the lower belly, below the navel, about 2 or 3 inches, and about 1.5 inches inside the body cavity, what we call it, the dantian, the elixir field. And we're going to focus our breath and our attention to this elixir field and begin to store and collect energy in that place. Always remember, relax, sink, circulate chi, and remember when we start to really move around, we're going to coordinate our eyes, our mind, our movement, and our breath. Standing meditation builds patience and stability. It also strengthens our willpower. Some of us will come to this and after just a few minutes start to feel the body shake and vibrate and getting tired. And that's an opportunity for us to realize that maybe we need to get a little stronger. Maybe we need to strengthen our integrity just a little. And Wu Chi and some of the other standing meditations are perfect for that job. Most schools start in Wu Chi. And many schools also, of course, start in Tai Chi Post, which we discussed before. All right, so now after kind of stabilizing yourself in Wu Chi for a while, and of course you can feel free to spend as much time doing this as you like without straining too hard. You don't want to overdo it. And then we're going to bring our hands over to the lower dantian. So we're pointing our hands directly towards the lower dantian, the lower elixir field. And one visualization that my teacher always taught was just imagine that maybe light is coming out of your hands and going into the lower belly, or maybe the lower belly itself is the source of light, and it's expanding and growing as we stand here. So the longer we stand here, the stronger we get, the more we charge the battery. As you go along, just continue to breathe deeply and relax. And imagine that this area is building in some kind of way. Somehow your battery is charging. And you can see this in any kind of way you like. Be creative. In time, hopefully, as you hold your hands in this position, you'll actually start to feel your hands begin to tingle and to heat up. Some of you, your hands will sweat just a little bit and actually get hot. So those signals would mean that we are beginning to generate a certain amount of chi through or around the hands or in front of the hands in the lower dantian. And I've always come to enjoy that feeling to verify that something energetic is happening. much of our time could be spent boosting the energy. So many schools really focus on standing meditation as a basis of their practice. And I've read and heard many stories where a student might have to stand around for an hour every day, maybe even for an entire year before they get to learn Tai Chi. And we don't have to do that much, but it does show us how important this standing meditation truly is. All right, and now we're going to lift the arms up, lift the vitality into Tai Chi Post. So you keep the arms relaxed, keep the palms open, but not, straightened like so. Keep them kind of relaxed and soft. Definitely keep the shoulders relaxed and soft, because as we bring the hands in front of us, we have this natural tendency to tense the shoulders, or we often lean back. So you want to make yourself perfectly perpendicular to the earth. You don't want to lean in any direction. You want to stand straight up and down. And then we're going to allow the body just to kind of settle into this place. And here, maybe your willpower will be a little bit more important, holding your arms out. And if you find that holding your arms out makes you pretty tired and I'm going a little longer than you can or want to, then simply relax the arms, maybe shake them out again, and then come back. In time, we'll build this for you. So again, those alignments: toes straight, knees bent, hips tucked under the body, spine straight, shoulders relaxed, head lifted and tongue lifted, arms rounded. And I can say that this Tai Chi Post is the very kind of core or the key or the basic scaffolding to your Tai Chi. And we'll discuss that a little more in depth later. But we can show you how this Tai Chi Post basically is the basic shape that leads to all the other shapes in the Tai Chi form. All right, from here we're going to begin turning the neck with the breath. Take your inhale, exhale, turn. And we're going to do about 8 repetitions here. Inhale, middle, exhale, turn. Keep the head lifted as much as you can. Keep the neck straightened. You don't want the skull sitting on top of the neck bones and grinding the vertebrae and the discs. And then find a good range of motion for you to go to and maybe test it from time to time. And maybe you'll detect some imbalances. Maybe you'll detect that I can turn further to my left side, but then on my right side, I can't turn as far. Or when I turn to my right, I get a little bit of a pain. But on the left side, I don't have any of that pain. So again, these exercises, what I like about them is that they're diagnostic. They kind of give us an idea of what's going on in the body by testing. And then it's also therapeutic. If we do this correctly, then these exercises will actually help to kind of relieve some of that pain or relieve some of that imbalance. And some of that might be caused by your muscles, ligaments, and tendons on one side of your neck are a little more, are tighter or looser, and that would cause an imbalance. And so as you go through this, testing again and again, you're going to find out exactly what it is, and at the same time, you're going to correct it. All right. And that's about 8 or so. Sometimes I lose count, but that's okay. As long as I'm exercising, no problem. Inhale, middle, and now turn the waist with breath. Just like we did before. Inhale, middle, exhale, turn. Okay. Pay very close attention to keep the hips tucked under the body so that we get the proper kind of stretch in the spine. Keeps the spine straight, keeps the kidneys opened up, so we get to wring the kidneys as we turn side to side. But it offers a nice lengthening stretch to all those muscles in the lower back. And it also is going to relieve the pressure of the vertebrae and discs in that area. So that as we turn, we don't grind the bones and we don't create some type of resistance or tension, and we don't injure. Also, keeping the hips tucked forward connects the upper body with the lower body. So we become one one body instead of a part of our body going forward and another part of our body going behind us. Our whole body moves together. And it's a very important principle in how Tai Chi can move with power, because the whole body is the fist. The whole body is connected as it moves. Inhale, middle. Exhale, turn, turning the waist with breath. Very good exercise, very simple. All right, and then coming back to the other side one last time. And come to the middle, and arms come down. And relax into Wu Chi. And just allow yourself to feel that for a second. All right, the next exercise we're going to do is a one-leg stretch. Okay, so we're going to change a little bit from the first time and do something a little different this time. And it's a little more sophisticated, so I want you to take your time, take it easy. All right, so here we go. A little more challenging for those who might have a little balance issue. We're going to bring our arms up, both arms into crane's beak, and you're not going to straighten the arms like this. You're going to keep them down and relaxed a bit. And when I straighten my arm, you can see my broken arm. See, people with broken arms can do Tai Chi too. All right, so here we go. We're going to shift the weight inward here and turn the toe inward as well. We're going to shift the weight to the other side. And then as we do this, we're going to lift the foot and lift the hand together. Once you're in that position, you're going to go down to touch the toe, and the back arm is going to twist so that the crane's beak is pointing at the back of your head. Right, so we're gonna come up as we inhale, and we go to the other side. So you're gonna shift your toe inward, shift, open to the other side, and down. Inhale, stand, toe in, shift, toe out, and slide. Two very important foot positions we use in Tai Chi are this 7-star stance where the toe is lifted, and the inward stance here in the middle, used in transitions a lot. And then over to the 7-star stance and down. And continue. Inhale up, shift your weight, toe in, toe out, and slide. It's important to work with that back arm too, making sure to twist it so it points to the back of your head, and you should be able to feel, of course, it's going to open up your shoulder quite a bit, give you a nice stretch. Inhale up, shift your weight, exhale down. Of course, if we start doing too many of these, you can stop and rest. And we'll make this our last one. And exhale down. Above all, we don't want to cause any injuries with our practice of Tai Chi. So if you start to get tired, start to strain, that's probably a good time to stop and rest and reset, and then maybe come back. Okay? Or you can quit for the day and then come back tomorrow and see if we can do a little bit more tomorrow. Okay? All right, so now we're going to step out to our horse stance. We're going to review a little bit this outward circling position we call wave hands like clouds. And remember, I said that, if you were just starting and, you not quite coordinated yet, you could kind of just keep it real simple and just try to get the pattern. But for those of you who were probably watching, did a little Tai Chi before, you're like, wait a minute. And so let's take this to a little bit better level here, a little bit higher level, and talk about the rotation of the hands, you see. So as we're shifting and turning, the hands are rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating to the other side. And, doing it the beginner way is okay. It's not going to hurt anything. You're definitely going to get exercise doing it. But after a while, of course, you want to do it like the Tai Chi people do it, right? So you're going to want to turn the palm as you go. And remember to shift and turn the waist. Okay, a lot of times people just kind of go back and forth and they don't turn the waist as this happens, and that's very important. And you know, this drill is a great way to learn that. Okay, so there's no reason to feel bad in any way that you're not doing it right, because this is our opportunity to practice and get it right. Okay, so outward circles, wave hands like clouds. And I've seen it done like this, where the hands come up a little more, right? I've seen that before. And in Sun style, I see they basically just kind of turn the palms out this way. And in one of our other Tai Chi forms, they actually go like their chops, going to the side and chop, to the side and chop. So there's different ways of doing this. And the different styles of Tai Chi will have chosen different ways to do this according to what they like to use it for. Or maybe just a stylistic difference. But remember, this was martial arts. So most of the things you're seeing here can be applied to martial science. And those who kind of designed these different forms probably built their forms according to how they like to use it. Now, reverse. Inward circles. And this movement you're going to see in something called brush knee and push. You know, you'll see a motion that kind of looks a little like this. Okay? Brush knee and push. So this is a way we can begin to hardwire the body to understand how to shift and turn, how to move the arms, and prepare us for doing something like brush knee and push. So over time, I hope you're going to realize, a lot of Tai Chi is quite simple. It's just a whole lot of circles. Inward circles, outward circles, circles on this plane, circles on the other plane, and so on. So we're going to take an opportunity to practice these things and to perfect our ability to do Tai Chi better, especially when we do the form. All right, so inward circles. Right, and again, you're always relaxing, sinking, circulating chi, combining your eyes, your mind, your movement, and your breath. All right, and gather chi. Take a moment to stand and feel how your body's responding to the exercises. Again, reset your alignment. Toes straight, knees bent, hips tucked under your body. Spine straight, shoulders relaxed, arm rounded, head lifted and tongue lifted. Breathing through the nose only into the lower diaphragm. Lower belly breathing. All right, and then bring your feet together. And as always, from my heart to yours, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you guys again when we review some more exercises that will help us to perfect our Tai Chi, but more than anything, help us move to health and wellness. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.